Bore da. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Right. Shanks' pony, just for one more day, I think. Well, it will be one more day. Speaking to Mark, doing up the car, doing up the Focus. It'll be ready today, just needed a tyre. So that'll be through the MOT. So we'll be back on the road. Ford Focus. It was, well, my brother was borrowing it. He's supposed to have it for 2 weeks. And he ended up having it for 4 years. So yeah. So I'm headed up to Morrisons. So yeah, I'll be back on the road. It'll be, well, today, later on today, probably tomorrow, definitely. And yeah, Ford Focus. I had one of my last cars was a Ford Focus. I like them. I like the Focuses. Good cars. Right, heading up to Morrisons, which is at the top of town. And you're more than welcome to join me for a chat along the way. Okay, this is Rill Road, one of the main roads heading in to Denbigh Town, towards the traffic lights there. Turn right, you go up Vale Street, and I'll be pointing out some interesting facts along the way. If you are interested in Denbigh, or you know, if you are a Denbighite, you might learn something that you don't know. But check out my channel. All these facts and figures are all on my channel, denbighvid/WXPM, or is it that way / that way or that way? Anyway, I'm just heading down towards the traffic lights, the site of where the old railway bridge was. Like I say, all these facts and things are all on my channel. I've done all sort of separate videos. I'll be just sort of briefly talking about them today. Just passing the Masons and Simply Fish. Okay, this is the bottom of Vale Street. There's a phone going down. I thought it was my camera bleeping. And this is where the railway bridge was. I used to come across there, and there's a bit of a clue as to that there was a railway here. You can see the pub there. It's called the Railway. This is where the bridge was. The only part of the bridge left now is here. This abutment here, and at the bottom, very bottom here, there was a toilet, a men's toilet, against the wall here. And basically all it was a board, and you go behind it and you used to wee against the wall. It used to run down a gully, and it used to absolutely stink. And also there was a big toilet complex there, but that's been knocked down. But anyway, that's used to come across here, straight across. That's looking towards the rail direction. Okay, thank you. And yeah, that's all that's left of it today. Yeah, the toilet was here, and like I said, it was just a board, and you used to go behind it and just pee against the wall, and it used to stink in there, absolutely stink. And that's, like I say, I remember the bridge actually getting dismantled. So this is Vale Street. It's bottom Vale Street headed up. I think someone gave me a hoot there. I get it all the time now. And this is the site. Well, it's the retail park now. It's the Lidl's and Home Bargains, and that's where Denbigh railway station was. As I say, if you're interested, and where is it now? Shop. Oh no, Shop Ding Dong. It's a bit further up. I'll show you that. Yeah, but like I say, if you're interested, you know, check out my videos. I'm just briefly going over it. Yeah, this is the retail park, and the railway station was roughly somewhere there, just sort of on the corner where the Aldi's is there, just basically roughly there between the trees, and perhaps just the other side or the back end of Aldi's where the railway station was. And also there was a fish and chips, like a little stall here on the corner. They used to sell fish and chips and that. Right, I'll show you Shop Ding Dong. Shop as in S-I-O-P, that's the Welsh. Shop. It sort of sounds the same, doesn't it? But it's not spelt the same. And I'll show you, and I'll tell you why it was called Shop Ding Dong. Not too sure, I can't remember what they used to sell. But it's here, see the archway of Garfield Terrace there? That door there, that was the door that used to go in, and there used to be a little bell, and as you opened the door it would knock the bell and the bell would ring. So that's how it's got its name. It's called Shop Ding Dong, and that's it there. right next to the arch of Garfield Terrace. And here, Little's, up site there, that's where the old biscuit factory was. It got demolished years ago. So that's the site of the old biscuit factory. And there's the memorial gardens. Like I say, if you want to, go into these videos or these locations in more detail and check out my videos. But there's the memorial garden, and they say in the corner there is one of the access points to the tunnel from the Friary up to Denbigh Castle. There's talk of, across the road here, of a tunnel. Whether it exists or not, no one knows, but that's the legend. And it's summer here. There was an access point from the Friary, access point here, another one in the old Bull Hotel, which is the Guildhall Tavern now. There's supposed to be an access point there, but there is an actual well in the Guildhall Tavern, and then it goes up to the castle. But if it exists, no one knows. Anyway, this is Vale Street. This is one of the oldest streets in Denbigh, and it contains some of the biggest and grandest and oldest buildings in Denbigh. Now, Denbigh has more listed buildings than any other town in Wales. Bit of an interesting fact for you. And this Vale Street, which is the main road heading up onto High Street, contains the biggest, the oldest and the grandest buildings. And I'll show you, can't think what it's called, I think it's called Agelli. It's there, it's the, see that, the red building there, that was the old Cyclwyd, the one there. I'll get a bit closer. Like I said, it's years since I've been doing these videos and you forget the facts, but that was one of the first brick built buildings in Wales, that one there. And if I get, yeah, it's called Agelli. So that's it. Like you say, you can see the size of these buildings. You won't see any other buildings like this all together in such a, a small space. Really, it's just this street, Vale Street. No other in Denbigh will you see buildings like this. The biggest and the grandest. Yeah, that's it. That's Agelli. It's the first brick built building in Wales. And this on here on my left there, that was the old police station. You can see the bars on the windows there. That's where the cells were, but that's the old police station. That's been done up. So you can see I'm about halfway up Vale Street, heading up towards top of town. Okay, just on my right there, going down that way there, that's Post Office Lane. That's a lane that doesn't contain and never has contained a post office. Yeah, it's called Post Office Lane. And right on the corner, I don't know if you can make it out on this camera, there's a bell. They put that there because people were cutting the corner and they were hitting the wall, so they put a bell there. So that's Post Office Lane, and this is looking down towards the old Howells, the old Howells School. You've got Park Street, cross Park Street, and it's Middleton College now. And if you head down there to the gates of Middleton College, turn right, bear left, and you come to the Goblin Tower. Now, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but the Goblin Tower is haunted. So I don't think I've ever mentioned that, but that's the location of the Goblin Tower. Almost at the top of town now. High Street. Oh, got a bit quiet now for the old traffic. Now then, this is approaching High Street. So it'll get a bit more busier now with people. And they'll be looking at me and thinking, oh no, it's that Denbigh Vids fella, he's back. He's back in town. So there's the Stocks and the cross. And you can see where it's worn away, the edge there. In olden times, that's where they used to sharpen the swords. To put hone an edge on the... As soon as I mention it's quiet. Anyway, so you can see hotel there. It's actually got the Guildhall Tavern. And that's the old Bull Hotel. I was very friendly with the lad that owned that, Bevan. Very friendly with him. and this is one section of pavement of two where it gets very narrow, and that's one part there. You can only put about one leg on it, so you've got to check behind. The other one is next door to the plough. So there, that's one where it gets narrow. Right, this is top of town, and here we go. Dr. Livingstone, I presume, Henry Morton Stanley, and that's the library, and that was the old market. And I remember that there was stalls inside there. It was just a shell, stone shell, and there was a market stalls in there. And every, correct me if I'm wrong, was it Wednesday? You'd have market stalls running along the centre there, selling all sorts of stuff. And opposite me there is the Angel. Now that's not its original position. Its original position was right in the middle, but for some reason they moved it. Answers down below if you know why they've moved it. Probably to get cars and traffic through, I think. But like I say, it wasn't. That's not its original position. It was in the centre there. So yeah, oh yeah, and this is one of two of the old drinking fountains. I'll show you now. A lot of people will probably know where one is, which is this one here. That's one drinking fountain, and then there actually is another one. I think that still works, but the other one doesn't work. But it is a location. But probably not a lot of people will know where that is. Yeah, so anyway, markets, stalls across here. And like I say, it's got a lot busier now, and people are looking and thinking, oh no, it's Denbigh Vids, he's back. So yeah, and here, the site of, it was the old Bevans. It's like a charity shop now. But I remember it when I was a kid. It was the old timber frame building, and it was so unsafe that it was propped up, had big wooden props coming across, about 4 of them I think, and they were holding it up, literally holding it up, because it was about to collapse. So that's it. It was Bevans, Denbigh. It's a charity place now. And Boots was the old Timothy White's. Now here, Castell. Looking up there, that heads up to the castle. Very steep part of Denbigh. And just approaching Love Lane now, and also opposite there, next to Corbett's, is Rosemary Lane. I used to take the cattle to the market there, and I'll show you now. You can see how very narrow it is. It's quite steep and narrow. That's Rosemary Lane, and after the cattle and the animals had gone through, to freshen it up, we used to sprinkle rosemary, and that's how it's got its name, Rosemary Lane. Well, this is Love Lane. Oh, actually this is not Love Lane, it doesn't start from here. It starts, this is High Road or something, where everyone just calls it Love Lane. Or High Gate. From here up until where the old Rudy's was. It's called High Gate, and that's where I used to live. Right in the far distance there, red and green and building at the back there, quite well, it's the right building at the back that you can see. That's Love Lane Garage. That's where I used to live. That's where I was brought up as a kid. Love Lane Garage, the old Williams Brothers coach builders of high quality, may I add. So that's Love Lane Garage. That's haunted as well. Might not have mentioned that. Anyway, dropping down to Lenton Pool now. Yeah, and just by the Star Grill there, just down there and on the right, that's the location of the second drinking fountain. And I bet a lot of people don't know that that's there. It's just on the corner, just where that van is there, just on the right. And here is the location of where the library was. And that up there is one of the steepest streets. That's Swine Market. And at the very top there was the old cinema and Rudy's. I don't know, you can make out the white building on the right there. That was Rudy's, just that way for people coming up. It's narrow here again. Yeah, so that's Rudy's, and the old, well, it was Wedgwood and Futura. It's been a few cinemas, but it's no longer in use now. So anyway, this is Lenton Pool. You've got St Mary's Church, you've got Church Institute, St Mary's Church, you've got the hand, then you've got the front of what was the old National. It's the second school that I went to. First school was Gwynnonog, and then down to the National, and then down to the high school. But they've just kept the front of it. They've built flats at the back, but they've kept the front part of it. But that's my old school there. Got taught by Bobby Owen. Anyway, there's St Mary's, the Hand, and the Old National. Just round the corner. Got Smithfield Road, and then you got Morrisons. Right, this is Smithfield Road. And there, the distance, I hope you can just make out the blue doors there. That was the old Crosville garage. That's where the playground was, or one of the playgrounds. I think it had 2 or 3 playgrounds. Anyway, I'll head up. Oh, that's the way into Morrisons, but I'll go the back way here and I'll show you Glass Meadows. This is the quieter route anyway. And I don't know if you can, if I get out of the sun, if you can make on the skyline there, that's the actual castle, Denbigh Castle, or Castell Denbigh. I think you can get a better view of it from here. But yeah, that's Denbigh Castle. And oh, the sun, I don't know if the sun, you can see a bit of a better view of it from here. Yeah, it's funny, probably can't, there's all houses anyway. It's Denbigh Castle, you'd probably just make out a bit of it sticking out behind them houses. So right, this is the back way in to Morrisons. Oh yeah, and also I forgot to mention, I literally did forget to mention, I showed you Love Lane and Love Lane Garage, but if you keep going up there, over the top, you come to the Mental. That's haunted as well. Don't think I've mentioned that. So yeah, that's where the Mental is. And also, just a bit further up here, if I hold the camera steady, I don't know if you can make the railings, that's where we used to come down. Where we used to find these, we used to have pieces of like formica, say a 2 foot square or something like that. And where we used to get them from, I don't know, but we used to come sit on them at the top of Glass Meadows. We used to come sliding down. We used to end up probably down there. How we never hit anyone, or I don't know, but I tell you what, once you, and the formica used to heat up, and also we used to do it from Burgess Gate down into, well, down towards Love Lane. But anyway, that's Glass Meadows. Those are the plots, garden plots, and the Llewellyn's estate. So if you go up top of Glass Meadows, turn left, come to the junction, turn right, drop down, you come to the Mental. Right, so that's it for my natter. Hope you enjoyed it. So here I am at Morrisons. So I'll get a couple of things and then I'll head back downtown. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And as I say, if you're interested in history of Denbigh and stuff like that, check out my channel. All the videos are there. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again.